Hey guys, Mr. B, XRP here, and welcome back. Today is March 31st of 2020, and let's get started. Got a bunch to go through, so I'm going to refresh CoinMarketCap because it's been sitting up for a few moments here, and looks like the market cap is 182 billion on the total crypto market, and Bitcoin's at 64.85, Ethereum's at 133, and XRP's about 17.5 cents. So moving on to the news. Okay, so this was from Mac Attack XRP. XRP payments platform backed by Ripple launches on App Store and Google Play. The XRP powered wallet and payment platform. And from what I understand, it's pronounced XUMM. It's spelled XUMM, but it's pronounced XUMM. Just launched its public beta, and it's available both on Apple Store and Google Play. Thank you, Whitesy Wind. So Whitesy Wind, the gentleman who developed the XRP Tipot, he developed this app. I have downloaded it. I haven't gone through it yet. I plan to do it later today. I have heard it's very interesting. One of the interesting things I heard about it is I believe you can, and this is kind of unique, I believe you can send in one currency what the currency that you're holding, whatever it may be, whether it's dollars or XRP or whatever it is, and deliver it to somebody in something else or whatever they wanted, which to me kind of makes it sound like it's its own ILP. I mean, it's like the interledger protocol. It's literally doing the process of exchanging the one currency to the other. So interesting stuff. I think we're all going to learn more about it. I think 4,000 people downloaded it in the first day. So anyway, anything that you guys like or don't like about it, or any feedback on it, please put it in the comment section below. I'm sure it's going to be a great app. I mean, it's, you know, Whitesy Wind is a talented guy, and it's backed by Ripple, so I think it's amazing. I'm a little surprised Ripple hasn't announced it or hasn't backed it publicly on the Ripple Twitter page, but I'm sure we'll hear from them at some point about it. But check it out, guys. And this was from XRP Crypto Wolf. Binance is set to acquire CoinMarketCap for as much as $400 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. The deal will be one of the largest acquisitions in the crypto space. The cash and stock deal is expected to be announced this week. That is a ton of money, and essentially what you're paying for is eyeballs. That's all. You're buying eyeballs because CZ could have created his own website and saved probably $399 million. But there must be so many eyeballs on CoinMarketCap that it was worth paying $400 million for it. It's all about the eyeballs, guys. That's what it is. Everything's about eyeballs. The most valuable thing on the planet, and that's what advertising is about. Everybody is clamoring for people's eyeballs. But I wish him luck. You know, it's kind of a double-edged sword, though. You know, I mean, you know, I don't think I think we like the idea of these types of sites being owned, you know, by people who aren't necessarily in the space, because who knows? I mean, you know, somebody could put their own spin on the site and suddenly it changes. But you know what might be neat? I sure like if he takes control of it and buys it, I'd sure like to see him correct the circulating supply of XRP. In fact, maybe we should tweet CZ and ask him if he's going to do that. I think I'm going to do that today. And if you guys see my tweet, please share it. So let's ask CZ if he's going to correct the circulating supply of XRP if he buys CoinMarketCap. I think that might be a good idea. All right, so this from Fiat Leak. Ripple hints next generation XRP trading platform in the works. In a recent job listing, Ripple announced that it was looking for an engineer to lead and shape the engineering team in charge of on-demand liquidity platform. So interesting stuff. You know, Ripple's going to potentially have their own trading platform. I think that's very, very interesting, and I'm not quite sure completely what to make of it. But certainly it's going to give them more control of ODL if they're controlling the platform. So I like the idea. I think it's a good idea, and I'm interested to hear more about what their plans are with that. So hopefully we'll learn more in the future here. This from Michael at VAL5 Links. Is this it? Is this where the IMF ... IMF declares global recession. 80 countries request help. Trillions of dollars needed. Boy, the IMF is going to have their hands full because countries are in big trouble. And this kind of brings up a point. When Christine Lagarde left the IMF, I wondered, why was she leaving the IMF? I mean, especially knowing that there were economic challenges in the horizon. Maybe CV wasn't out yet, but apparently she felt like when she left the IMF that it was in good hands, and maybe they have established what the direction that they're going to go in the case of a crisis like this already, and she was going to be better suited to steer the ship over in Europe at the European Central Bank, so the ECB, which is where Christine Lagarde is now. So it will be interesting to see what happens and what the IMF is going to do. I know that this is the year, every 5 years, they review the SDR, which is the basket of currencies. I know there's a lot of people out there that are hoping that XRP gets added to that basket of currencies. I have no idea if that's going to happen. It sure sounds like fun to me if it were to happen, but there's no, we don't have the evidence that it will. But it will be interesting to see if it does. And as far as I can tell, looking at their website on their schedule, if something like that's going to be done, it's already baked and already been decided. But I don't see any formal meetings over there until maybe October. But we will see. We will see. The IMF is going to have to bail out the world, and I don't know how they're going to do it. This also for Michael at VA Links, and it says, until now people had to keep their coins in cold storage, but now they don't have to worry about it as their holdings are insured up to $1 million, just like a bank account with FDIC. So there's a wallet called Civic Wallet that's offering $1 million in FDIC-like insurance. So it might be something you guys want to look at. I think moving forward, a lot of these companies are going to have to offer insurance if they want to see people keep their cryptocurrencies in their exchanges, and if we want to get the masses over to the crypto world, they're going to need to have a sense of security. They're not going to want to be fumbling around with a Ledger Nano S or whatever like we are as early adapters. A lot of people aren't going to want to mess with those little things, and I think this insurance is a big key in the future. Okay, so this from @status. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, are not constructed to be interoperable. So this gentleman, and his name is Tharman, I'm not even going to try and say his last name. He's the Office of the Prime Minister of Singapore. He said CBDCs are not constructed to be interoperable. I posted right below it. I said, good, I know how to fix that. So let them create all the CBDCs they want, and we know how to get them from one country to the other. So let's talk about Brad Garlinghouse. So my thumbnail today was a kind of a where's Waldo, but where's Brad? And I laughed this morning because I created this thumbnail early this morning, and then I listened to the Digital Asset Investors video today, and he had a very similar tone to what I'm feeling today, which is he went through where's Ripple in this whole thing. And I agree 100%. I mean, if the world were on fire and somebody had the fire retardant to put out the fire, wouldn't you expect that person to be all over the news and shouting it on every TV station they could? That's what companies do. That's what CEOs do. And here we are in the liquidity crisis of liquidity crises, right? We're in an environment to where people need to send money to each other right now. People need to do it fast. People need to do it inexpensively. And where's Ripple? Like, where's Brad Garlinghouse? And I've been beating this drum for a couple of weeks. You guys know this. I've been talking about this for weeks. Where is Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse? Why are they not saying anything? There's nothing coming out of them. It's just absolutely amazing to me. And it makes zero sense. Now, if something makes zero sense, it's a red flag. And the red flag, I think, is that something's cooking. Something has to be cooking. Why would Brad not be on CNBC right now, telling them about ODL and how it's the greatest liquidity tool and how it can solve a lot of these problems, and about how faster payments will be better for people and making them less expensive, especially in times of need like this? And how are they going to put a dent in the universe if they don't tell everybody about their solution? I mean, here, this is the perfect perfect opportunity for Ripple and XRP to shine, and nobody's out there talking about it. I don't get it, but from what I can tell right now this week, and since this has started, you got a better chance of seeing Bigfoot right now than Brad Garlinghouse, and it doesn't make sense to me, but it makes me feel like something's cooking, and I can only hope something is cooking. That's for sure. So that's what that thumbnail was all about, and I am waiting to see Brad. Hey, how about a statement on Twitter? How about something? I mean, give us something. You know, let's. I don't know. Interesting stuff, guys. So hey, if you have any theories about it, drop it in the comments below. I want to see your theories about what's going on. So David Schwartz, and this is kind of interesting. It was nice to see David Schwartz' perspective on the current event. So he said the current event, the CV, no vaccine, no proven treatment, spreads more easily, longer incubation period, much higher fraction of infected need critical care, higher fraction of infected die, otherwise pretty similar. And I think he was answering the question of how it compared to H1N1. So boy, that's a pretty stark comparison that David put out there, and it really does help to understand these things, because a lot of people are asking, how is this different from the regular version of this illness, and we hear a lot about that. I will mention this to you guys today. When they originally stated that the public shouldn't be wearing masks, I just felt like that was the stupidest thing I'd ever heard, and I felt like it was a way for the medical community to make sure there wasn't going to be a run on masks. Well, it turns out today I heard from a medical person that I'm related to, that they were completely wrong, and now they're suggesting people do wear masks. Well, thanks a lot, now that we can't get them right now. But anyway, I thought I would share that with you guys. Also, for small business owners out there, there are three different, and this is for people in the United States, small business owners, or if you are a sole proprietor, if you're an LLC, if you're an S Corp, if you're a C Corp, if you are an independent contractor, okay, there may be solutions here for you guys. So go to sba.gov, click more, and from what I understand is there's three different programs. There's a Paycheck Protection Program, which is a longer term program and solution. There's the Economic Injury Disaster Loans and Loan Advance. I would recommend, and this is not financial advice, I'm just telling you what I'm hearing from people and what I'm reading. This one, if you're a business owner or an independent contractor, you probably should take a look at applying for this. Here's what it says. Eligible for economic disaster loan advance of up to $10,000. Coming down here. Funds will be made available within 3 days of successful application, and the loan advance will not have to be repaid. Guys, $10,000 will not have to be repaid. If you own a business or you're an independent contractor, it looks to me like there's an automatic $10,000 for you. They say in 3 days. I doubt they can pay it that fast. But what I would say is this. I heard it's a limited amount of money. I think $350 billion. So it's first come, first serve. So if you meet the criteria, you may want to jump on this. And you know, it's hard to reach. It's hard to reach your CPA right now. It's hard to reach your banker right now. They're clamoring. They're dealing with the big fish. It's hard to get them to talk to the little people. My position that I've decided to do is make applications myself to protect my business. And if I make any mistakes, I'll deal with it later on. If I apply for the wrong program, I'll deal with it later on. But I'm pretty sure that this one's an automatic, guys. So take a look at this one. And I just want to share that with our small business people here in the United States, and I hope that helps you guys. Lastly, I'm going to play this. This was on Jesse Waters' program on Fox News, and it says, so it was a post I did on Twitter that said, this doctor gives the best advice to reduce your chances of getting the current event. Okay, I'm going to play this. It's going to be really short, but I want you guys to hear this because you can't hear this enough.
So I just want to give you guys a few very, very practical tips to how to protect yourself. It's become a hand Nazi. Everything you know about your hands, just keep them clean, and you will not get this disease. The second thing is you have to start psychologically working on the connection between your hands and your face. So someone at a party has this and you shake their hand, right? And then you touch your face. It's that simple. That is how you get this disease. Those two things combined is incredibly powerful and will prevent the transmission of disease into your family in 99% of cases. To know your hands are clean and to not touch your face. Period.
Okay, I think that's great advice. I will tell you that I'm a germaphobe and I've always hated shaking hands. Obviously, I've done it my whole life because I'm in business. And I will tell you that I don't do it now, and when this is over, I am never doing it. I'm done. It's over. That's it. That part of our lives is over. So we'll I don't know, we'll be doing nods, we'll be doing bows. Whatever we're doing, we're doing. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me today. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not an SBI professional or official. Okay, I'm just suggesting you guys look into that. That's the Small Business Administration, or SBA, I should say, SBA official, and it's sba.org. And I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, and share with anybody who you think might do the same. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? I'm right near 11,000 people, and you could be the one to put me over today. And I thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. Bye, guys.